Hello, Christine. Hello, anybody who's looking at this, so I doubt nobody else is. So, hi, Christine. First vlog in forever. I'm red-faced because I'm irritated. It took me about 40 minutes to get this thing to work. I haven't been using it, and the password, I forgot it or got fucked up or something, and there's two BattleKats, and I just, never mind. Anyway, I'm here. It was frustrating. I don't like being frustrated. I could have some Coke, wish there was rum in it. Anyway, I've been hanging around home, laying low. Excuse me, as I told you I was doing. Um, not really interested in doing anything, going anywhere. Just, I need to be home. I need to be here. It's been a hard week because, well, several reasons, but I won't talk about it. Nothing to do with Michael. That's the one thing. Um, so what's going on there? Yeah, not much here. Michael's modeling. Molly's sleeping. And here I am. I'm going to watch some TV. I was online getting some surveys done, and as you know, I do surveys and consumer feedback and all that stuff. I just cashed in a bunch of points for a bunch of surveys I've done and got a PayPal certificate for $10. It's not much, but something. And I got Coke points put in and got a year's subscription to Good Housekeeping magazine. So now I've got, from Coke, I've got Good Housekeeping, Red Book, Cosmo, and more. Oh, more magazine. I'm just gonna throw this one in the trash. I'm done it. Although, remember I was telling you about an article I was reading on this. This is a magazine. It's Canadian for women over 40, which I am. It has some pretty pertinent stuff in it. 50 cool things to do when you're 50. I'm not there yet, but I feel like it. Rehab for past beauty crimes. Making sense of your dollars. Train your brain to eat better. Lose the moo-moo. How to buy a swimsuit that fits. Supermodel Christy Turlington. And 42, she's so much more than a pretty face. That's Christy Turlington. I have no idea who she is. So. But I wanted to read you this article that I thought was hilarious. If I can find it. Well, that's the survey. Hang on. Stick with me. This is things about beauty. I should save all these magazines for you. A stack of them. Of course, how do I get them to you? It cost me a fortune. Unless you picked them all up when you were here sometime, but even then you gotta lug them back to Toronto, which I doubt you'd be interested in. Okay, I'm going to read this. Remember I was telling you about the Mena pot everybody's getting? Anyways, here's the article. Should I hold it in front of my face? Okay. Alright, it's called Over My Dread Body. I love the title. Hating your shape when the shift hits the fan. Great titles. Okay. I used to think menopause was something to be enjoyed when feeling nostalgic while leafing through an old high school yearbook or watching a Cheech and Chong rerun on late night TV. But then I reached a certain age and I realized it's nothing more than an euphemism for the abdominal fat that we pack on at midlife. Unfortunately, it's left me anything but smokin'. I hear you, baby. It's written by Karen Hamilton. She says, I swear my menopause just showed up one day, as sudden and as unwelcome as mold on cheese, or an unexpected visit from my mother-in-law, the day before the cleaning lady is due. Initially, I didn't know what it was. I assumed my jeans had shrunk and were accentuating my muffin top more than usual, but it never went away, even if I was standing naked in the shower. That's when I realized there was something more going on. I became riveted by infomercials on the Home Shopping Network featuring inexplicably perky pitchmen discussing gas and constipation issues. I almost broke down and bought one of their colonic cleansing systems, but the thought of drinking strange green milkshakes in enough water to float a small boat held me back. Then I started to wonder if something more sinister was afoot. I almost convinced myself I had a terrible disease and was on the verge of phoning the doctor and demanding an MRI when I read an article on menopause that listed abdominal weight gain as one of the effects. I wasn't sick. I was middle-aged. I know. I suspect my breasts might be playing part in this. They've been going south for some time now. We talked about this. You know what's happening. Like a couple of retired Canadian snowbirds who stop at Motel 6 en route to Florida for the winter. I wonder if the girls are just pulling in for a pit stop at my waist before continuing their downward slide. At the rate things are going, I figure they'll make it to my feet in a decade or two. It gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, a pair of pumps. Sure does. I bought some full-body shapewear, hoping it would help. The package promised it would take years off my figure. I guess that's why it looks like a wetsuit for a tiny infant. It's so tight I can hardly get into it. I'm practiced at it now, but my first attempt took more than half an hour. I've seen that stuff. I wouldn't even try. It's barely would cover a banana. Anyway, and that's not counting the time I lost my foot. Lost when my foot got tangled up in the leg opening and I fell over onto the bedroom floor. I lay there for nearly 30 minutes till my husband got home from work and helped me up. These things should really be sold with their own personal emergency response system. Help! I'm tangled up in my tummy tamer and I can't get up. It freaks me out the way everything was pushed up and around like sausage escaping its casing. While I can't be certain, the last time I wore shapewear, I think my spleen ended up near the top of my knees. And what I thought was acne, an outbreak on my face, might actually have been my nipples. I know that happens, I'm telling you. At least I'm not alone. It's happening to all my peers. Some friends give their midlife stomach cute little names, such as middle-aged spread, the pouch. I just can't bring myself to do that. Middle-aged spread sounds like something orange and bitter that you put on toast. And when I recently mentioned my pouch to a 20-something colleague, she squealed with delight and exclaimed, "OMG! When did you get a Coach bag?" Yeah, I hate the 20s. I thought that was a good article, though. It was interesting, and it's happening, and it's true, and so now I have a name for it. It's the menopot. So there, that's the article I said I want to read to you. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a good magazine, though. It's got some interesting stuff in it. Things about beans and why you and your man have to keep active. Active at what? You know, the problem is, too, they review Canadian books. Most people don't read Canadian books. Seriously. The titles alone. There's a lot of stuff about makeup that would interest you. A lot of stuff. Dearly departed. Modern day funeral etiquette. That's good. And here's a quiz. We could do this sometime. See what your attitude towards spending best characterized. I did the quiz, and this is me. I'm called the Wizard. Pat yourself on the back. You have a good idea of where your money's going, and you're channeling cash toward financial priorities, such as the mortgage, kids' education. Molly's going to a fine school. Kids' education and your own retirement. On the other hand, you're not afraid to reward yourself with little things that make life enjoyable. Yeah, like kwongs for supper, because I ain't cooking in this heat. Get things back on track. There's no need. You have a balanced approach to spending and saving, says Miss Curdy. You're absolutely on the right track. You just need to take stock regularly and make sure things remain balanced. And look at these cool shoes. I'm going to try to find a pair of these. They're called Fin Comfort. They're made in Germany. Now, they look ugly as sin, but don't they look comfortable? Don't they look like something that would feel really good on your back? I'm going to look into getting a pair of those. Fin Comfort. Let's check them out. FinComfort.ca. FINNCOMFORT.ca. We're going to check that out. Check it out. I'll put it there. Anyway, my girl, I will close here. I just want you to know I am alive. Just because I'm not around much. Sandra even called to see if I was okay. I mean, I didn't realize I'd been that quiet, but perhaps I have been. If I've alarmed anybody, sorry. I'm still on the green side. Haven't popped my clogs. I'm alive. Alright, gonna go, so bye for now. Have a good Thursday. Almost the weekend. Bye.